Question 11. Two experimental setups used to demonstrate diffusion of gases are shown in the diagram below. What changes, if any, to the water levels at P and Q would you expect to see in both experiments? So let's analyze the setups. Experiment 1 and Experiment 2 are almost identical, except for what gas is being pumped into the beaker. So in Experiment 1, it is carbon dioxide. In Experiment 2, it is hydrogen. So carbon dioxide in Experiment 1 is pumped into the beaker, and inside the beaker, we have a porous tube over here that contains nitrogen and oxygen. So we have N2 and O2 being present inside the tubes. Same here, we have hydrogen being pumped in, H2, and we also have a porous tube with nitrogen and oxygen. So we have N2 and O2. All right. So recall that for diffusion of a gas, the higher the MR of the gas, the rate of diffusion will be slower. So that means that if you have two gases and one is heavier than another, the lighter gas will actually diffuse faster than the heavier gas. So why is this important? Because carbon dioxide has an MR of 44, which is heavier compared to the MR of nitrogen, which is 28, and oxygen, which is 32. So what happens is that the nitrogen and oxygen will diffuse out faster than the carbon dioxide can diffuse into the pot. So what happens is that overall, the gas inside this tube will move out of the porous pot. And as a result, the water level at P will rise to take up the space, and water level at Q will fall. So in experiment 1, P and Q will not remain the same, but P will be higher than Q. In experiment 2, it is the opposite thing happening. Hydrogen has an MR of only 2, which is a lot smaller than the MR of nitrogen, which is 28, and the MR of oxygen, which is 32. So that means that the hydrogen gas will diffuse into the pot faster than the nitrogen gas and oxygen gas can diffuse out. So there is an overall movement of gas into the tube. As a result, this pushes down the water level at P, causing the water level at Q to increase. So what happens in experiment 2 is that Q will be higher than P. As a result, the correct observations for both experiment 1 and experiment 2 is given by option C. P will be higher than Q in experiment 1, and Q will be higher than P in experiment 2.